Hello everyone and welcome back to this series on V-Rising Gloomrot. So what we will do today is we'll go through and progress through the next few bosses, which we have 3 of them. These are all level 20 bosses. We're at 14, but we can boost this up with a ring and with a weapon. So one thing I didn't do was upgrade my weapons. So if we go to the workbench, we can upgrade, not to copper, but we can upgrade to reinforced bone stuff, which we have to upgrade our sword, our axe, and the bone mace. But it requires planks, which I did go through and clear out a bunch of trees here. And then we have some planks being crafted up. They're relatively quick, but you do need a lot of them. So this process could take a little bit of time. And we should be able to get some stone. I did make a couple of more chests just to sort things a little bit easier. So let's get some stone. Let's upgrade the next tier of tools here. This should be... This doesn't give you the extra skills, but we do get the ability to break stuff like the copper, which is going to be important when we go to the mines in a little bit. Alright, so what we need to do is pick a boss. So we got this boss done. Now you have each one of these is I would say equally as challenging. You can go from furthest away to closest. I am pretty close to the mines. This guy is in the mines. The mines also gives us copper, which we can start using to craft better tools. So this is the best option, I think, for me. This lets us get the stuff we need, the resources that we need, and it also gives us an edge on the next two just by completing this. So one thing we also could do is make a blood rose ring, which gives us an extra 3 points, which would put us at 20. So that would give us the points that we need to compete. But I do need, let's see, it's more blood rose, which I think we need 32, right? Yeah, so we just need 12 more. This is actually fairly easy to find. Usually these fields like this. So we just need 12 more. So I'm gonna go run and grab that. And then once I get that, I'll be back. Alright, I am back, and I was able to find some in this little area right here. So close to this this bandit stronghold. And we should have enough now. Yep. So now this puts it at gear score 20 once I equipped. Yeah, there we go. And we're now on par with the bosses. So they are yellow. So it's an equal fighting ground. The thing about the mines is it's all underground, so if you're getting close to the sun time, you don't have to worry about that too much. You just need to get there and then make it inside the mines before the sun peaks out, and then you can fight the boss. Oh, this is the vampire hunter. This guy's really high level, like in the 40s. This is also what the blood rose looks like. There's one right here. I just didn't see it. So you can just chop that down and get some more blood rose. Let me avoid this guy. But what we're going to do is go to the mines. I think my inventory is full of stuff, so let me put this away. Because you need all the space you can get. There's also this compulsively sort button, which is really nice. You can add stuff to the chest that already has the same stuff in it. Get in the habit of using that. It's very handy, and it's really good to use when you have like bigger chests with a lot more stuff in it. Let's go to wolf form. Since I'm really close, I'm not gonna pause, or I'm not gonna stop recording. I'm just gonna go straight to the place here, because it's like right here. For the longer distance ones, I'll have to pause it. Alright, so let's check these guys. This is all like really low. really low blood types. 1% is 55%. Nice. I might get that one. It's a rogue, right? Yeah. If you hover over, you can see the top, the blood. I don't know if I mentioned that before. Let's get this before this guy hits me. Do I get it? Nice, I got it. Oh, we got everything. I don't think I'm going to be able to kill all these guys. I'm going to actually reset them. Yeah, you have to be really careful in that particular section there, because there's a lot of pathing mobs that just connect in that one spot. So it becomes a little overwhelming sometimes. Let's pop a salve. And I guess we'll just do a little bit of healing here. Get our max health up a little bit. These are actually really useful for recovering outside of combat, because if you get hit, you just lose the buff. Alright, there's a lot of chests at the top here. We do have some time. It's not even... That's about halfway, so we can actually go and clear this place out. Get the chest and then go down below. Other chests. Ooh, there's a book. So he's like, these golden things in the ground are usually books, recipe books. So what did we get? Ring of the Warlock. So we can, once we get our research desk built, we can actually learn this recipe. That'll be handy. I'm not seeing any more chests. Let's just break these boxes, because you do get some other stuff. This is why I said, you know, empty out your inventory, because we're already like half full. Here's the boss right here. This guy. If you didn't know where he was, you can always track him, by the way, and it'll point you right to him, even if you're far enough away. And it tells you a distance. Distance is imminent, so which means he's right, very close within eyesight. Oh, he still hit me. Got him. Kind of track them a little bit, even if they're not like truly invisible, they're still a little blur. If you have a dot on them too, it's easy to track them. They're very predictable movements as well. They kind of circle around you to get behind you. Let's kill these guys. Oh, he's coming. We'll just kill the smaller guys first. We can dodge his attacks. There's these hammer attacks, which they don't really fire off until much later, so... Got a new sword. I think it's the same sword I have now. We'll just, like, ignore them for now, and then we'll kill these guys, just so we don't have people interfering. Okay, so his attacks, he just has these hammer attacks, and then he does a swing when you get close to him, like that. Oh, that's not it. It's like a golden mace ability. No, he does a charge too. Right there, that's a swing. That's one you gotta worry about, because it'll knock you back and stun you, and then he'll follow up. You can really keep range on him and just back up. Yeah. So at his halfway point, roughly, he goes into this stance. Not stance. He goes into this another attack. Let's use that slow. Then he follows up with that attack. But he goes into this other stance where he does like 4 of those ground tremors, and he summons people too, which is good. We can use these guys to kind of get some more health back with lifesteal. Yeah. Okay, so now we got him down to halfway. I'll just grab all these. Here's the 4, so there's 4 of them now. He does the emotes, you know, he talks about, oh, I don't want to do that. Very easy boss though, not too hard once you know his animations and what he does. I'm just gonna kill these guys, just so they're not in the way. Right. Use some magic, probably just stick at range. Definitely a good boss to fight at range. Alright, hold E, and we got him. Alright, so we press J, we can see the abilities. They give you this little shining symbol next to him. And we get this ground slam here, which I'm not going to really use. It does do ignite damage, which is kind of nice. It's like a fire damage, like a burn over time. We also get the big stash, which is the bigger chest. Alright, so what I'm going to do now is probably loot this stuff. And then we got a couple hours before it's daytime. He does explode and give you a bunch of items in here. That's why I really didn't try to break those beforehand. So yeah, I'm just going to mine out all the copper, and then I'll head back to base, which is very close by. And we'll talk about the next steps. So I'll see you then. Alright, we are back. This is the stuff we got. Lots of copper. I mean, you get so much copper. Especially for a single person, this is quite a bit. So what we need to do now is probably make some... Well, we can probably do a research bench first. So let's do research. That requires planks. We need to put some of this copper away, though. Should name this mining for now. We'll have to use this to make the furnaces. We can just sort that. Okay. Let's grab. Wait, do we need more? Probably need some more. You always like just have these things running nonstop. And oh, let's put away the stone. Alright, this we can organize this later. You can just put these wherever you want. for the time being. We did get the book earlier, so you can just click on it, hit spacebar, and it learns that. If you have multiple people doing this, these will like flag up and show you that you can learn new ones. And it's the same process, just click on them, hit spacebar. Okay, so now we are at the next step, which I think is making the castle. Okay, so castle hard level 2, which we hover over. It requires ingots and leather. So we do have the furnaces now, I believe. Yeah, so we can make these. That's a lot of stone and then some copper ore. You could probably only make one right now, just because of the amount of stone that's in here. Which is fine. The copper doesn't take too long to smelt up. It's the iron that takes a while. So we'll throw some of this in here. This will smelt up. What we want to do is work on the copper weapons, and then the this stuff we can get in the next boss. We want to get a copper weapon before we go to the next boss, because this will greatly increase our chances, and this also gives us an extra ability, which I can show you. So as far as the old weapons goes, you can save the old weapons. I wouldn't be too quick to toss these away, because eventually you get servants, and the servants will let you farm up resources. They all require equipment, so you probably would want to invest some time into farming up extra resources for the servants and keeping the stuff that you already have crafted. So I would just recommend making a chest just for that. And we can, let's see, we probably need some more wood to make another chest. And don't worry, eventually we get to the point where we actually make the castle. I think this is coming up pretty soon as far as the quests go. So let's look at storage. We can, yeah, we actually make a couple of these. We have some copper we actually got from chests in there. So I'm just going to put, let's see, I'm going to put this crafted cloth stuff in here. Probably just leather as well. We can, no, we have to wait a little bit to craft the actual growing plots. I don't think we can craft growing plots just yet. I think that's a boss that we need to kill. Oh no, we can. So yeah, you do get a growing plot. These are actually pretty easy to make. You can actually make very long rows. Just requires plant fiber, or short ones. And what this lets you do is it lets you it's like a quick way to grow up plants, but it has to be done on ground. It can't be done on actual like crop plots you can put on floors and stuff like that. You have to do it on ground. You have to actually be very wary of where you place these, because if you place them in the wrong spot, I don't believe you can move them. I think they're just kind of stuck there. You can grab some more plant fibers. And I'm probably just going to make like smaller amounts for right now, like the smaller batches, not the big rows. Because we'll wind up probably destroying them. So we can go to our crop plots. Let's do one. They're not very big at all, are they? But now we can take our seeds that we get and throw them in there and start growing them. I think we have blood rose, which we're going to need a lot of later. Have to put them on our bars, right? Yeah. We'll start here. And we'll put the blood rose in here. Maybe I can make them like in rows like this. Yeah, so there we go. That's pretty quick and easy way to do that. You can also, no, you can't plant the trees in those, I believe. I think you can only plant the plant seeds, like the earlier plant seeds. It's kind of just a starter garden. Okay, because it's approaching daytime, probably not gonna be able to do. Definitely can't do a boss. I like the next two bosses are in, like they're outside in open fields. You don't want to be fighting them. What I do need to get some more blood. So I might go do that. This should be smelted up. So let's craft the weapon real quick. I'm gonna craft the mace because I really like the mace's ability. So let me show you that. I think it requires some planks too. Oh, it requires even more copper than we have. How much do we need? I think we need 16. So the copper tier is what starts the abilities, and the abilities are down at the bottom. Right now we just have a basic attack or primary attack. But we do unlock other abilities the higher the tier we go, which the more you unlock, the more buttons you have access to, which makes combinations a little bit smoother, and you can dodge stuff. And of course the bosses get harder as well. And here's our mace. So this is an upgraded weapon. We now have access to level 23 gear. We actually have access to an ability now. The crushing blow is like a dash sort of ability, a gap closer, and it does a slam. And what that slam does is it stuns them around you. So we can find a mob to hit. All right, let's pull this guy. Level is like 8%. It's not the greatest. If they have like a high blood level, like I think 90%, you will see that there's a ground sim there. I killed the guy that I wanted to drink. Let's kill this guy. Let's see. We have a 5 and a 13. So that silvery effect on the edges means that my blood's getting really low and I'm gonna start taking damage. So if you get to under 1 liter, you just like little silvery outline that starts to occur. That means you're like in the part of draining the blood that you are gonna take damage pretty quickly. Yeah, that's pretty much it. The ground slam is really nice. It's a gap closer. I kind of missed that one. And it also does a slam damage. And you can like kind of like orientate yourself in air, so you don't have to like aim it and then kind of hope it hits. You can kind of place your cursor where you want it to hit if somebody's moving. Kind of like this. There's a distance though, like a fixed distance. You can just hit anything around you in that fixed distance. But these little bandit camps are actually really nice for getting stuff like coarse thread. We need coarse thread for the next tier of weapon or the armor. All right, so let's see. The next boss is going to be. I think they're both equally far away, but I think she's closer. And she gives access to leather, so we want to get her next. This is the archer, Keely. And she also has a really good ability that we can actually use to replace our current abilities. It's a magic frostbat, which is pretty nice. I don't think it shows you that, does it? No, it's just not available here. So she is going to be in the... No, she is farther away. She's going to be in the camp that has the leather camp. This is the other guy. He's in the logging camp. And he gives us access to the workbench. Woodworking bench. So as we're getting closer, we can actually head that way. And I'd recommend tracking if you're not sure where to go. Kind of remember where the area is. Of course, it tells you how far away they are. It even tells you like the direction too. Like if you look at, yeah, to the east, far away, you kind of get an idea of which side of the map they're on at least. based on where you are. Okay, so I might actually just speed this part up because running around the map isn't always the most exciting thing. So I'll speed up till I get there and then we'll talk about that fight. Okay, we're back. This is where we are. This part of the map. It's the trapper camp. And she is in here. She kind of pats around. So I'm going to go ahead and clear this area out. There she's right there. Alright, so let's just engage her.
You're looking a little hot-blooded. Let me cool you off.
Yeah, her frost attacks like stack up. So you have to be careful. If you get hit by those things, they'll start slowing you down, and then eventually they'll freeze you. She does go invisible. You can kind of see her over there. Probably hard to see in a video with poor resolution, but at least you can. If you're playing the game, you can kind of track her. There's a good chest right there. Nice. She is. Try to get behind her when you can. Gap close. Oh, this is a part you got to watch out for. Just a rain of arrows type of thing. Running this way. Get behind her. Can I block that? Oh, I can. Nice. Oop, I don't know where she went. There she is. Yeah, fairly easy boss. Especially if you can lock her in this room here. Makes it really easy. Another good chest. Two good chests. I don't know where she's at. There she is. Yeah, very easy boss. Not too much of a challenge. You just gotta watch her freezing ability, because that will stack up and eventually freeze you, and it makes it hard to dodge stuff. Oh, the wolves came out. So we did get two good chests. Let's see what we got in there before we look at our abilities that we just... Oh. They actually saw me and chased me. The wolves will fight other people. So they're probably out there fighting something. Ooh, we got another book. The Merciless Night Stalker Gloves. That's the highest tier we can get here. Okay, so we also get these. These are the jewels that you get. These are fairly new. I think they're in this update. But if you have an ability, so it says spell modification Blood Rage. We don't have Blood Rage yet. That's the last boss we have to kill at the level 20. But we can just right click on it and it'll equip it. So the ability not unlocked yet. So if we look at our abilities from her, we got the Frost Bats. So I actually like this ability, at least until we get the Chaos Bolts. So the Frost Bats, they do like you can shoot two of them, and they kind of stack for a chill and then a freeze. So you get that freeze ability, which helps with controlling different mobs. We got another book, some cases. Yeah, going on these adventures is a little bit hard to do before you get access to bags. So once we get that boss, it'll be nice. No, you get small bags first, and then you eventually get bigger ones. But they do give you quite a few slots. Where's the other chest at? It's over here. So what else did we get? Not much. Got some coins. And accrued Miststone. Okay. I'm not going to take that. I'm just going to take this. It's probably more important right now. Let's do this. You just hit space on anything and it'll drop it. Okay, so we got our abilities. We got access to the leatherworking station. So we can actually craft leather now from hide. And that'll give us the ability to make the next tier of armor. We have the copper weapons. Now we can make the next tier of armor. Alright, so I'll head to back to the base, and I will see you when I'm done. Okay, I'm back at the base. So we are able to now make a tannery, planks, and rugged hide. Definitely easy to make. Oh, I'll show you the research too while we're doing this. So we got the 3 books. You can unlock all 3 of these things. Easy enough. And let's see, we need some more lumber and some hide. Alright, so let's make a tannery. It's kind of like throwing stuff around everywhere until we get this base sorted out. I usually don't make a permanent base in this zone anyways, so this is all going to be pretty temporary. Okay, so now we have access to leather, and then the leather, so in order to make the next tier of gear, we're going to need 8 leather and 4 coarse thread per item. Of course, we now have access to this, which is the, I guess this would be the 5th tier, the Merciless Night Stalker set. So do we have enough coarse thread? I have to go farm some up. Oh, we have, yeah, 17. We need 4 per, so we should have enough. At least for the regular Night Stalker set. Yeah. So we're really just waiting on the leather. And since it's daytime, or getting close to daytime, I'm going to probably just AFK during the daytime. Let this leather craft up, and then come back when we are done and ready to take on the next boss. Alright, we are back, and I don't think we have quite enough leather yet. We need 32, and we have 28, so let this craft up a little bit. We also have the ability to craft the cloak now, which gives us more health and sun resistance rating. So what I'll do is I'll just get the pants, chest, and then the gloves. So get this crafted up. We don't need that in there. I did find some more thread. It was in another chest. So we actually have a good amount of thread to get started. We actually might be able to craft the Merciless set. Yeah, we could craft the Merciless set too if we have the leather. Very close. Just need one more leather to craft the boots. I'll craft this later, probably when we get back from this boss. Once again, you want to save your previous gear because you're going to need that for other servants later. So I'll stick this stuff in the chest. Alright, 27. Not bad. So that's with the copper mace. So this is the next tier. It's 27. Well above the recommended level for the next boss, which is Rufus. So I will head there, and then we'll come back when I am ready to fight the boss. Alright, so he's in here. I think I marked on this side, but I think he's on this side. Ooh, this guy has a high percentage of blood. So you see the red glow around him? That means he has a percentage over 90%. So even though he's a worker, we'll have to go and get his blood type, because that's going to help us with farming later on. I don't think we have any really good combat bonuses. This is all, yeah, this is all just stuff that you would use for farming up materials. Alright, so here's Rufus. That's the one you want to dodge, is the Bola trap. Yeah, just dodge that and you should be set. He does do a power up like that. It just increases the damage they do. So just, oh, I kind of didn't get out of that. He'll also do a rapid shot later on. He's normally pretty tough, but I think we've out-leveled him. He's like gray, essentially. Okay, so when you see him start to reload like this, that means he's gonna do the rapid shot. Well, you just need to dodge him and just run around in a circle. Alright, I think we'll just speed this up to save some time. Okay, so we get the Rage ability, which is nice when you're playing with allies. You can heal everybody around you, you give them an attack bonus and a movement speed bonus, as well as like a lifesteal ability on their weapons, which is pretty helpful. Alright, so we did accomplish quite a bit in this episode. I'm going to probably call it here. I'll loot the rest of these chests and then most likely farm up some stuff with this buff. And it looks like we got a nice axe, so we'll have to use that until we get the copper axe at least. But that's going to be it for this episode. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.